Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Come on in, everybody. Welcome. Today, we are going to talk about baby Jaxton, baby 18-month-old Jaxton, who was left alone with his father's girlfriend and had sustained severe injuries to where even life support wouldn't even keep this baby alive. And we're going to talk about this because his girlfriend is a beauty queen, a former beauty queen. She was living in a college dorm. This is the bed. I'm going to take this down and let you guys see this that he alleged fell off of and had severe brain bleeding and lung the same um, that she alleges happened to him. So we're going to talk about this today, this precious little baby boy. We're going to go deep into this case because we need justice for Jaxton. We need justice for this little baby. Hey, let's see who we got in here today. First, guys, we're going to see we got. Our peeps are in the house. Our peeps are in the house. Um, I do want to say my video on Daisy's farm yesterday, I put that in members only because there were people talking about the pictures and stuff. So I decided just to put that in members only. So if you want to see it, it's in members only over on Daisy's farm. I want to say hi to Tree, Angel Loader, Bonnie, Can, Cool Gamer, Nikita, Vicky B, Frankie, Ferdy, Nikita, Sandra Louise, Debbie Nelson, Fonda Cheese Man, Crooked Arrow, Sandra Louise, Nikita, Vicky 2, Lady 7 Up. Let's see what else we got in here today. Hope I'm not forgetting anybody. Um, Julian, Hillbilly 29, Yanni, Sandy Moses, Lady 7 Up, Gail. Anybody seen Dame? Calling all Dame, calling all Dame. Where is Dame? Dame, come back to us. Dame, where are you, Dame? Okay, so I'm going to get deep into this today, y'all, because this is a sad story. This just happened. It's blowing up on Facebook, blowing up on TikTok. This precious little innocent baby boy became victim of a jealous, in my opinion, allegedly, of a jealous rage from this beauty queen that, well, she's been charged with unaliving this little one. So I'm going to go back to the beginning of this so I can show you guys some of this right here. I'm going to bring up this TikTok right quick and just give y'all a little run about baby Jaxton. Um, Hang on just a second. Okay, this lady here, this girl, his name is, oh, thank you, Hillbilly 29. Thank you. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for the $5 super sticker. Woohoo. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Where's my cowbell? I have no idea. I still haven't found it. Hey, Dee Dee, how are you? So before I go into this right here, thank you so much. I want to give you a little rundown about this little beauty queen here. I should probably put a picture up. This is Trinity Poague. She is attending in Georgia. I think she's in the southwestern. She was a student there. She's 18 years old, student of Southwest University in Georgia. Um, she was the she was a queen of the Peanut Festival. I think they said that, hey Prestones, how are you? They said that she was staying in a dorm and he had actually, I guess he snuck the baby into the dorm. He was aiming to stay all night with her. They had been dating for over a year, baby Jaxton and the daddy. I'm going to pull up their picture right quick so you can see this. This was baby Jaxton here. Um, he was 18 months old. This is a more recent picture of him and his father. His mother had gave him to his father at birth. She decided that she just couldn't take care of a baby right now, and she decided to give him to his young father here, Jaiwan, I think his name is, and Williams, I think. And we're going to pull him up here in a minute. And him and his sister has loved and cared for this baby deeply since birth. Okay, so he has done everything to take care of this little one since birth. And he had this girlfriend that, like I said, she was a beauty queen. She lived in a dorm. Right here is a picture of her in her bed that he alleged fell off of the baby. And he had came over to stay all night. Now, it is alleged that they had a very toxic relationship. She was very jealous of Jaxton. She had told people she hated the baby. Da 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 da. So he took the baby and left this baby with her for about 30 minutes, they said, to go get pizza and some drinks. And during that time, when he returned back home or returned back to the dorm, she had come to him running, saying, hollering his name, Juan Juan. The baby was unresponsive, allegedly had blood coming from I don't know where, alleged. But then he rushed him to the hospital where the baby had severe, severe fractures, which is a broken skull, bleeding brain. He was also bleeding from the lungs and multiple other things that was wrong with this baby. This baby had been hurt so bad, they tried everything to save this child's life. They were actually going to send him, I think, to a University of Atlanta's Children's Hospital, and they couldn't even sustain him long enough to keep him alive to ship him. So this baby did not fall off that bed and sustain this. That's the bed that she's claiming that the baby fell off of, y'all. This is supposed to be the bed the baby fell off of, okay, to sustain all those injuries. They are also saying that she actually, hey, Julianne, they're also saying, hey, I want her to touch. They're also saying that she was a mean person, almost like a spoiled person, alleged. Now, this is all a legend. Um, the bed isn't going to make the baby brain damage. She beat that baby. Yes, she did. I believe she did. Now there has been people come forward and say that from the dorm that said that they heard him crying and stuff. I'm going to show you all that. I'm going to bring up John Juan's Facebook, and you will see that he has got this baby plastered all over his Facebook. He loved this baby. Him and his sister took care of this baby. There is a GoFundMe for the burial and stuff. This little one. Um, but like I said, we've heard of a lot of child, you know, abuse, but this is a severe, severe, severe. I don't know what she did to that baby, but their speculation is that there was her charges. You'll hear her charges that, hey, Marshall, hey, what's up, Ronald? That you'll hear that she alleged used some kind of something for the blunt force injury. They've got her all kinds of charges on this. All this happened in 30 minutes. I don't see that. Yeah, it was about 30 minutes. The father has not been charged in this case. She is alleging that he fell off the bed. That's what she's alleging. Her father and brother is a part of the Georgia Police Department in that town, but they have turned it over to the GBI. And so hopefully there won't be any kind of fake stuff going on or any kind of messing around in this case. She currently has no bond, but yeah, she's evil. But they said that she was a very mean spirited. Now her stepmother is a nurse practitioner, and her father is a police. And I'll just let y'all listen from here. Trigger warning. I'm gonna put trigger warning out.
Don't know about what she did. Well, just a few months ago, she was a pageant winner and a successful college student and had a really bright future ahead of her. But now she's probably going to spend the rest of her life wearing an orange jumpsuit because she unalived her boyfriend's baby. Now, she was a student and lived on campus at Georgia Southwestern State University, which is where it happened on January 14th. So her boyfriend, the baby's dad, left the campus for about 38 to 39 minutes to go grab a pizza and run to the store. And when he came back, she was hollering his name while holding the baby and crying. He was unresponsive, had blood on him, so they rushed him to the hospital where he coded 3 times. If you don't know what that means he went to cardiac arrest. They were doing CPR and the whole works. Each time they would get him back, he'd be on a ventilator, a series of medications. And at one point, they apparently talked about transferring him to Atlanta for a higher level of care via airlift. But they said there was just no way he was going to be able to make it there. And he ended up coding again, and he lost his little life. This is the baby. His name's Jaxton. As you can see, he is absolutely adorable. And this hasn't been officially released, but according to sources, the causes of his death were several skull fractures, a brain bleed, and he even had blood down in his lungs. Now, the same day it happened, the Georgia Bureau of Investigations was asked to assist with investigating this case. They conducted many interviews, spoke to several witnesses, and ultimately they gathered enough information and evidence that they arrested Trinity Poague. She, of course, had a story. She said that baby Jaxton fell off of her dorm bed. But, and this hasn't been released by anybody yet, it's just what some sources are saying. She had apparently been searching some things in her phone that incriminated herself. Now, she and the baby's dad had apparently been dating for around a year, so she was no stranger to the baby. But according to some witnesses, she almost acted jealous of the baby at times. And I know everyone's going to ask, well, where's the mom at? No, dad had full custody. The mom didn't want the responsibility, didn't want to handle a baby. And so he stepped up, he manned up, he wanted the baby. And everyone says that he is an amazing father, and baby Jaxton was his entire life. If you look at his social media, it's just full of the baby. You can tell that baby Jaxton was the light of his life. Now, Miss Trinity here, she was crowned Miss Donaldsonville in 2023 and then went on to compete in the Miss National Peanut Festival pageant. And according to some people that I've spoke to, she acted real snooty and stuck up, like she was royalty with that crown and like she was better than everybody else. She was arrested on January 19th and charged with felony murder, aggravated battery, and first-degree cruelty to children. And I do want it to be known she is innocent until proven guilty, and these are all just allegations at this time. None of this has even been released by the authorities. In fact, they haven't even released her mugshot yet. I don't know if that's because her brother is on the police department or what. Although I'm pretty sure he works for a different police department, and the GBI, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, is overseeing this case. She's being held without bond. There actually hasn't even been a motion for a bond hearing filed yet, although I'm sure one will be filed soon. There's a GoFundMe set up for baby Jaxton Williams. I took this screenshot last night, so it probably has more yet. I will link it in my bio if you can help. They have funeral costs. The family is a freaking disaster. I know they're selling bracelets. You can go onto Facebook and search them and find the bracelets to sell. Anything will help. Y'all, this baby was only 18 months old. It's just awful.
Okay, guys. Yeah. So she alleged did not like the baby. But for somebody to go and do something such a horrific thing as that to that little precious baby, that just right there tells you that she is a very evil, evil, evil girl. And this is all a legend because she's innocent until proven guilty. We know that, but you know. So here is the mugshot of her, and here is her mugshot. I'm gonna bring it up. What a beautiful baby. So she isn't the mama. No, she's the girlfriend of the guy that did it. She dated him for a year, but it was alleged that she didn't like the baby, and stuff. So here we go.
For unaliving a 18-month-old baby. This happened Friday, but she's still in jail because they won't give her a bond, and they shouldn't. From what I read, it was her boyfriend's baby, and he left the baby with her to go and get pizza. He might have been gone for like 35, 40 minutes, and when he came back, she was screaming to her boyfriend, whose name is JD, saying something's wrong with the baby. So of course he rushed the baby to the hospital. They took all measures to save the baby, but the baby did not survive. Now he was not charged. She was, because surveillance showed that this happened while he was away, and supposedly it happened like in a dorm or something. I've been searching because you can't have babies like on the dorm, so maybe somebody was visiting somebody, I don't know. But after several interviews and examining the evidence, she was arrested. Also saw that the baby's biological mother gave full rights over to JD, which was her boyfriend at the time. I did see on another TikTok where it said that he fell out of the bed. The baby fell out of a bed, and supposedly that's how he got his skull fracture wounds. But I can't find it nowhere else on the internet. None of the news sources are reporting it, so I don't know how true it is. But this is just sad.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna take that down, and I'm gonna bring up the father's Facebook. Um, Allegedly, they're not even the news is not even picking it up. The news has not even been local news has not been picking this case up. So we need to bring light to this so justice is served. I mean, this is all over Facebook and TikTok, but I do feel like YouTube needs to get involved as well, because the father actually shared where the news station hadn't even been like covering this case in that county. So I'm going to read to you right here what he shared on the 23rd of January. It says, hang on, it says, not one mention in the paper today about Jaxton Williams, deceased 18-month-old child, had the role been reversed in this ongoing case the front page of our county paper would look a lot different today. A baby died, not even a comment. Wow. Before you hate my post, ask yourself the same question, guilty or innocent. It would have made the front of our county's newspaper. It had been reversed. That's true. I agree. I agree. I agree. This is not popularity contest. A baby died in the hands of another, and not to mention of Jaxton. Not one mention of Jaxton. If you are ashamed of me for this post, you need to look in the mirror. And you can see there's lots of comments. People are outraged. And I do believe that the reason why that this baby was not posted in the county newspaper is because the girls was had a father that alleged, this is my speculation, and I think this actually might be the auntie that was help taking care of this baby. I think this might have actually been his aunt, because they said that this guy's sister was helping him take care of this baby. In my opinion, it was because her brother was a cop, and because her dad was too, and her stepmom was a prominent nurse practitioner in that town. Why in the world would a newspaper not want to pick up unaliving of an 18-month-old child in a dorm room of a university campus? That should have been all over the newspaper, but not one word. Well, I'm sure it is now because it's hit TikTok, it's hit Facebook. But look, the baby kind of looks like the auntie. If you look, he looks like the auntie. How sweet. And you can see his father. But I want to show you that his whole Facebook, let's see what he put here. Um, this hurts me so much. I lost my son, my best friend, my baby, my twin. I'm just so lost right now. I can't even think straight. I just want you back. And then the woman said, Jaxton was literally a tiny version of my brother. So Shanti is his auntie. Words can't even explain how much we miss you, my sweet baby. This hurts. Auntie is broken. So Ashanti is his auntie. That is so sad. Let's see what Ashanti has to say on her Facebook. That baby looked like his auntie. So on January 14th, she posted this. I remember your first words, taking your first steps. Just the joy you bring me. I'll never forget your sweet face and your little smile. You was the happiest baby ever. I'll never forget you, Jaxton Drew. You'll forever be my angel. I love you dearly, baby. Watch over Auntie. You're going to get your justice. And guys, us as a YouTube community need to bring light to this case. If there's any other creators out here, Dolly covered this last night. I covered it a little bit yesterday evening, but this baby needs, because we know that there's the police department involved. You know, she's got connections and she probably has money to get a good lawyer. But um but let's just try. There is a GoFundMe. I'll try to see if I can find that GoFundMe and place it in here. This is him with his auntie. Look how beautiful he is. Didn't make the news because she's representing her town. He had been the one that hurt the baby, it would have been everywhere. Exactly. I truly believe that too. So precious. He was very loved. I cannot believe that somebody would let jealousy put them in a rage to where they would hurt a baby that bad. Now, the autopsy has not came back, but I alleged heard that like there were past bruises and stuff. I don't know if that's true or not. So I don't know if she had been abusing him since then or what, but you can see the baby looks a lot like his auntie. Oh, just turn that auntie loose with him, with her. I guarantee she'd take care of her. 4 days ago, she posted this, reposted this. Hang on. At some point, y'all have to got to realize that all of your nasty comments, assumptions are not needed. It's hard enough as it is. This is a real daddy, a real family who has had their precious baby taken from them. Many TikToks, Facebook posts asking irrelevant questions are just even more of a reminder of this innocent life gone too soon. So maybe instead of being nosy and disrespecting, why don't you try lifting the family up in your prayers or leaving them some words of encouragement? They are literally seeing everything that is being put out there. It makes no sense how heartless people can be. Y'all, this family is broken. This family is broken. Just looks like a lot of her stuff is of the baby and her brother. I couldn't even imagine of what they're going through right now. Just knowing that this monster that they had no idea about had a hold of their baby. It's just very sad. Sad story. May God be with her during the trials of this accident of, well, they actually got her charged with murder charges. She has been charged with a lot. And I'm going to show you all that. I'm going to actually come back to this. I want to read some more of what the family's saying and stuff. But I believe Jaxton looks like his auntie. That's what I think. He looks a lot like his auntie. So let me pull up some more stuff that I do have saved on here. Because y'all, I've been saving some because I want to bring y'all a full story on this. And I want to bring a total attention to this because this baby needs justice. Justice for Jaxton. So we're going to push this on YouTube for this baby. So I've already done that one. Let's see. Let's go back up. Here is another one about this little baby. So she has been arrested and she has been charged with the unaliving of this baby, child abuse, da 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 da. We'll find out about her charges here in just a minute.
This little slideshow that has pretty much all the information that's been put out by either the GBI or a credible source, news, whatever. You can pause to read, but I'm also going to give you a little facts from the Book of Face and TikTok. So Trinity is not related to the 18-month-old baby. She is the girlfriend of the 18-month-old baby's father. Everything I've seen is the father was a single dad and he was not around when this incident occurred. There is a lot of rumor of where this incident occurred. However, I haven't seen anyone reliable, credible, or anyone put that out or family. So I'm not going there. It has been established. Go back through my videos. Her father and brother is in law enforcement in this county. I don't like posting other people's kids on TikTok. However, I'm about to post a GoFundMe that's created for this family. So this is Jaxton Williams, and he's an 18 boy who tragically lost his life due to
Is the GoFundMe. If anybody wants to contribute to the GoFundMe, you can take a snapshot and go look it up. And hey, Penelope, how are you? And go back there. But I just wanted to put that this is the GoFundMe on Facebook. You can find it on Facebook.
due to Peanut Beauty Queen 2.0's actions and decisions, allegedly. However, if you go on the Book of Face, you can find this GoFundMe if you want to donate. Either way, I'll keep you guys updated.
Okay, guys, take that down. I'm going to bring another one up. Um, on the charges, I think this right here's charge. Hang on. Right here's the charges I think that they got, and the yeah, I cannot believe that they didn't have that on the newspaper. I can't believe that the press didn't cover that. Like they said, if it was reversed, it would have been everywhere. Just makes you wonder, you know.
TikTok and just about every creator's talking about it now. So I'm sure you'll get the gist. So I guess the Peanut Beauty Queen, or just the Beauty Queen in general, has the comments going crazy. Don't give a fuck if she didn't place. That's still her name for me. Okay, we know that the autopsy is still being waited on. However, if you go look at her actual charges and the definition of what would take to get these charges instead of another charges, it'll kind of give you a little bit of an idea. So she's been charged with a felony murder. That's different than first, second, whatever, which means she committed this crime intentionally or unintentionally, it doesn't matter, but she committed a felony while doing it, whether it be aggravated battery, arson, yada, yada, yada. Aggravated battery means that you use some type of utensil during this unaliving. That's considered a weapon. We already know some words will get me taken down, which that can be anything: shoe, rock, broom, pew pew, whatever. Next, we have cruelty to children first degree, which means that she caused excessive, malicious harm to this child. Since some folks can't seem to comprehend or, you know, fact check for themselves or even watch the video that I fact checked for you, here you go again. Her brother does work for the Donaldsonville Police Department. I know there's a lot of information floating around about her being jealous of the baby. I'm not going there, but I just said it so now you can go research it for yourself. And before you go, why are you putting her business out there? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, ma'am, somebody told her, should have told her to sit the fuck down, but they didn't. And she wanted to be famous, so now she is. Not all fame is good fame. I'll keep you guys updated.
Okay, so she's got several charges on her. Can any mod post what I posted, please? What did you post, Indie Girl? Jaxton Williams, GoFundMe. Thank you. Lady R is on it. Woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you. There is the baby's GoFundMe, you guys, if you want to go over there and support this family. They are devastated. I do not believe the father had anything to do with this. I don't think he even was aware of this woman's intentions. So, yes, they said that the baby had a different name. One of the mother's family put out an obituary, but the baby was born with a different name, but the father since named the baby Jaxton. And I'm sure when the autopsy is done and everything, they will be putting out another obituary for this baby. I always like said, I'm pretty easygoing, but something like this could possibly have make me do something I normally never do. If anyone ever hurt my grandbaby, I would completely lose my sheet. I know. I know. Let's see. Do you think it's being hushed because it happened in the dorm room at the college? I think not only that, but I think that she has family in law enforcement. And this is my opinion, but I think because she has family in law enforcement and everything else, I think they're trying to keep it hushed. Five Fox 5 at Atlanta News for more information. I will. Thank you. I don't understand how someone could be so cruel. They said she was. I think she might have been a little spoiled, where she was in beauty pageants. They probably gave her the big head. Everyone should go to the news and the newspaper. Where did this happen at? This happened in Georgia. Hang on, I'll bring it up. Let's see if I can find it. Jaxton Williams, death of toddler. Okay, 18-month-old beauty queen. That's all I have to put. Beauty queen Trinity Pope. Okay, Trinity Pope. Her name is not Pope. It is Poagu. Murder of the toddler. Okay. I don't know if I can bring that one up because I'm going to try to bring one up that I know I won't get a copyright on. Okay. So I'll bring this one up. This is news. And I'll bring this news up of her. Hang on. So here we go.
We're learning more about a beauty pageant contestant and Georgia Southwestern State University student charged in the murder of a toddler. Trinity Poague was a freshman on campus who was dating the baby Jaxton Drew's dad. Another freshman says she was just doors away from Poague's room when she heard the baby crying for more than an hour. The county coroner says when he examined Drew's body, he could tell there were signs of a type of trauma. He's still working to learn more of what type of trauma it is.
As a person, I said she was very out at the time. She was very outgoing and very fun. I was still in disbelief.
It's sad when you hear somebody that goes to your college was arrested for child murder. That's like didn't really know what to make of it.
The Donaldson pageant director says says her title will now be stripped. The university is offering counseling for people on campus.
Wow. That didn't tell much, did it? I've got some more clips here on her. So I tried to find out as much as I could on her. I think I actually showed this one. Let me see. Okay, so this girl said she got permission from someone close to the dad to share what happened to the baby. So here we go.
Happened. What I'm about to read you is exactly word for word what the dad said. I want to preface this by saying they had been dating for about a year, okay? And he had threatened to break up with her multiple times. It was just a toxic relationship, and he knew that it wasn't going anywhere. But at this time, they were still together. This is what he said. I left him with my girlfriend and he was fine when I left. I went to the store and I ran to Pizza Hut. I wasn't gone maybe 20 minutes before she calls. When I'm getting out of the car, I'm grabbing the pizza, I'm getting the drinks, and I hear her say, JD, JD. So I came running into the dorm room and she had him in her hands and was crying. So I grabbed him and ran to my car and rushed him to the hospital. And they got him, went into cardiac arrest 3 times. And then they said that he was on a ventilator and the drugs were the only thing that were keeping him alive. And they said, we can send him to Atlanta. And he was like, okay, sure. But they said when the air flight got there, they came up to him and said he was not going to make it to Atlanta. So they ended up giving him CPR for about 20 more minutes after that. And then they said they couldn't bring him back, that he had a cracked skull, a brain bleed, and there was blood in his lungs. He said, I don't know. She said it happened so fast and she doesn't know and she's trying to put it all on me, but she was jealous of him and didn't like him. And that's what she told people months ago. Here's the thing, at least where I'm from in North Georgia, it has been freezing for like 2 weeks. Okay. Like we're talking school delays, everything. It is freezing right now. From all accounts, it's been the same way where this happened. So, him leaving the baby to sit with the girlfriend so he could go get pizza makes sense. I wouldn't want to get my 18-month-old baby back out in this freezing weather either when I had no thought of him being harmed. Like I felt like he was safe. And that's what Jay thought. I want to make a couple things very clear. This is a young dad, okay? And it speaks volumes that this young father who had this baby, the mom left, signed over her parental rights, between him and his sister have raised this child together, okay? He stepped up in a way that not many people his age can do, or will do, should I say. My husband was a young father, okay? He had a baby at 16 years old. And let me tell you, men like Jay and men like my husband are few and far between. Secondly, and something that really stands out to me, she had been dating Jay for about a year and nobody knew. Her parents did not know she was dating this man. There are many reasons why people think that is, but I think we all can kind of see probably what the real reason was. Let me throw something else at you here too. So I marked out the 2 people who were with her in this picture just because, but everybody's baby at one point or another has rolled off the bed, rolled off the couch, has done something, okay? And you don't end up with a brain bleed, you don't end up with a punctured lung. You don't, these things just don't happen like that, okay? And even if it was a normal hot dorm bed that a desk would fit under, that would be rough, don't get me wrong, but it would not cause that. But this is Trinity's dorm, okay? Her bed is not high off the ground. There's no way this baby just rolled off the bed and had all of that happen. The only thing I can do, the only thing you can do at this point is to share this story. Because by sharing this story, by making it common knowledge, it is less likely to get swept under the rug. And that means that we get justice for baby JD.
And we need to do that, y'all. And I'm calling all creators. I'm calling all creators out here. And if you all know any creators personally, please encourage them to at least do one live stream on this to get baby Jaden's face out on YouTube. It's all over on TikTok, but we want to get it out on YouTube as well. Because they're going to try to cover this. I mean, I feel like, I mean, if the newscast in that town doesn't even want to bring this out, then we need to do it for justice for this baby. And y'all know we can give them, you know what, when it comes to little ones. YouTube don't play. The YouTube crime community does not play when it comes to hurting little ones. So look how beautiful he is. He looks like his sister. Look at that baby.
Just posted a video about this. If you haven't seen it yet, click this comment and go back. But this was about the case of 18-month-old Jaxton Williams. Well, his official obituary just came out today, and apparently his birth name is this. Now, this is especially shocking and weird to everyone because it's been reported all along that his father has been raising him on his own. And in his obituary, his father is nowhere to be named. So it says, Romeo went home to be with the Lord on Sunday, January 14th, 2024. He was 18 months old. Romeo was born on June 25th, 2022 in Tallahassee. Romeo is survived by his loving mother, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, Shayla, sister Jazelyn, brother Anthony, grandmother Emma, aunt Ivan.
I say that it later is come out found that that was just a family member that put that obituary out the dad does have custody. He did have custody of the baby's name, and he changed the baby's name back over. Um, okay, here's more. I want to bring y'all as much information on this as possible. Like I said, it's hot on TikTok, and we need to get this out here on YouTube, Facebook. We need to get justice for this baby because he needs it. What this girl did to that baby is horrific and horrible.
Asked me to share some things, so that's what I'm going to do. But a quick preface, this is in no way, shape, or form meant to show any support to Trinity Poague. And all of this is reported to me by a source, so I cannot confirm 100% anything that's said, but this individual did want me to share this message, so that is what I'm going to do. First and foremost, their hearts are broken for Jay, his family, and the loss of baby JD. And this individual reported to me that they are having a very difficult time, of course, dealing with all of these things that allegedly Trinity did. I am told that Trinity's adoptive mom, her stepmom, is a very well-respected nurse practitioner there in the community, and that she is a very loving and caring person. In fact, specifically, this individual said that she is as sweet as can be and just genuinely a good person who loves everyone. And as a nurse practitioner myself, I can completely relate to, if this was my daughter, I would be utterly appalled. And that's not even a good word. There are no good words to explain how horrible I would feel if this was my daughter. In addition to that, I am told that Trinity's brother, who is in law enforcement, is also a very upstanding young man. Needless to say, this terrible tragedy has brought a ton of turmoil to many families, mainly Jay's family, JD's family. According to this individual, Trinity allegedly acted entitled, bossy, and was mean. And this is a quote from my source. My source went on to say that when Trinity was in high school, that her classmates just didn't care for her very much. And in fact, they mocked her a lot. When it came to this incident that occurred with baby JD, Trinity allegedly told, quote, multiple lies about the incident. Her account of events that she told her family greatly differed from what she told investigators. Quote, it sounds like Trinity also had her family completely fooled about the truth of the situation, and they did not become aware that she was a suspect or a person of interest until she went to pick up her cell phone on Friday. At that time, instead of being able to pick up her cell phone, she was arrested right there on the spot, charged with felony murder, battery, and cruelty to children. Also, Trinity did have a roommate. That roommate was not there in the dorm on Saturday night. And so Jay and JD did reportedly spend the night there on Saturday night. Initially, and we have all heard this, but initially, one of her stories was that night on Saturday night that baby JD fell off the bed. Of course, we all know the other various accounts of what happened, fell out of a chair, fell off the bed, all those things. This source confirms to me that Trinity's story changed multiple times. And also, allegedly, the coroner has stated that none of the timeline that she's provided to investigators matches up with the injuries. So this allegedly confirms that her story changed multiple times, and that the coroner says that her story does not match up. As it comes to Georgia Southwestern State University, I know that a lot of us have given them a hard time because they have not come out with any official statement. They've not made any public statement. They've not addressed the students. And I have been contacted by an individual who gave me a little bit of insight into that situation. And I'm told that Georgia Southwestern State took all appropriate actions in this case. Obviously, they immediately involved the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, the GBI, and that is commendable. I will say that. That is commendable because there are tons of times, and I recently covered a case where law enforcement that the crime happens in their jurisdiction is just not capable of performing such an investigation as this type of murder investigation. However, they refuse to turn it over to someone with more experience. So I do have to commend Georgia Southwestern State for doing that. In any situation like this, it is really impossible to gauge how or when or what to say. And I've been assured that Georgia Southwestern State takes this situation very seriously and that they feel deeply for the family of JD. No way are they attempting to cover this up, sweep this under the rug. They are complying 100% with the GBI on this investigation. I've been assured that Georgia Southwestern wants all of the truths in this story to come to light, and they want the same things as all of the rest of us, and they want justice to be served.
Okay, so that spread a little bit of light. So some of these people are actually talking to people in that area, praying for Jackson's family for peace and comfort in the name of Jesus. I'm gonna go see right now. I'm listening and watching chat, but I got a question I need to answers to. I'm gonna put a link out if anybody wants to come up here with me and just give their insight on what they feel like, you know, if you know anything about this case or anything. But I would encourage whether big creators or small creators to grab a hold of this case and at least do one live stream to bring some kind of awareness to this precious baby, because we know that hang on, I want this is a yeah, hang on, I want to bring this up. Hey Yanni, what's up?
I'm just coming to hang out with you. I don't know much about this case, but I'm here to learn.
Okay.
I'm here to
What do you
learn.
think about this monster and what she did to that baby?
Oh, you know,
Yeah,
um, I better turn that down, right? The TV's too loud, isn't it? There you go.
I don't hear it.
Oh, she's a monster. But you know what? I mean, when I was growing up and, my kids, things happen, I never, ever took any chances at all. I just didn't. And I know he loved that baby, but he should have taken that baby with him.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't blame him. It's not his fault. He absolutely is not to blame for this, but this
but who would
woman was a
actually think
monster prior. I watched the things that you sent to me, and she was being a monster prior to what happened.
Yeah, they had a toxic relationship. Like she
Yeah.
was allegedly very jealous of the baby and didn't like him. But I guess that the dad just didn't imagine that she would, hey Laura, hey Brown Bear, that she would actually go to that extreme. And this is a very, I mean, I've heard of child, AB uh cases before, but what she did to this baby, he couldn't even sustain life long enough to be shipped. Like for him to have
And
severe,
didn't she say she didn't do anything, or he fell
said
off
he fell
the
off the
bed?
bed.
That's
He
just
said he
nuts.
fell off the bed, and I'm gonna show you a picture of the bed that he
Look how
alleged.
beautiful that baby is.
I know. This is her sitting in the bed right here. This is her sitting in the bed, and there's the floor. You cannot tell me that that baby sustained injuries from falling that far off. The injuries that
No
he
way.
sustained.
It's not even that high up, is it?
No, no, she's flat out lying. So I'm going to
For
play a little
sure.
clip here where a dorm person that was in the dorm alleged said that they heard the baby crying.
Was crying for a long time. until everyone said that it suddenly just stopped. No one knew what happened, said Lily Waterman, a GSW student. Just doors away from Pogue's room, when she heard that Jackson Drew was crying for what she said seemed like it was well over an hour.
Okay, so that was it. So she heard it, the baby crying, and then it just abruptly stopped crying. So yeah, what a monster! Ooh, I'd
How
say
could you
turn.
do that?
This is what I say: turn the ante loose. Turn the ante loose with her for 1 hour, because
Yeah.
his sister was this girl right here. Let me pull it up. This is his sister. Um, this is
Sit
him
down
and
and
his
don't
sister
be
who was
mischief.
raising the
Sit,
baby.
sit, sit. Yeah.
So that's his sister. That's him and Jaxton, and she was helping him raise this baby. And
Oh.
I know the baby looked like her. I think he looked a
The
lot like his.
baby actually looks like the auntie, doesn't she? Like
Yeah,
almost the same.
yeah.
More
He
so
looks like
than him.
he was gone for 30 minutes, not an hour. Yeah, but sometimes it can seem like longer if a baby's crying for 30 minutes. That's a long time to cry. Which I believe
Mm.
that she hurt that baby right there, just as soon as the daddy got back, because the baby at least made it to the hospital. He grabbed the baby and ran to the hospital with the baby. He
I
didn't
just
call
feel so
911.
bad for him. Like,
They said that blood was coming from the baby. They didn't say where, but I would assume the mouth if he had bleeding in his lungs. And they said he grabbed the baby and ran straight to the hospital. Hey, truth seeker. And then where they did everything to keep that baby alive, but they could not. He couldn't even make it to the children's hospital. They were going to send him to Atlanta's Children's Hospital, and she'd hurt him so bad that he couldn't even. So if I would have to guess, she did it right, just right before he returned back. She must have flew mad and just hit him with something really,
she
really
probably
hard.
threw him
Huh?
she probably threw him onto the floor.
Or something. Oh,
Something like that. I mean, it can't
oh
just be that she beat
my
him up. I'd say she would have dropped him and like she probably raged out completely and done terrible things.
God.
I
Hmm.
can't even believe that you could look at that face and do something like that. I mean,
Exactly.
you're a monster to even look at that baby in any kind of way that's not a door. Like, I don't know. It's just, it's really, it just, I
There
don't
it
know.
is.
He
As you can
did love, you
see,
can tell he loved that baby. You could
this is
tell.
his Facebook. This is the
Yeah,
baby and him.
yeah.
I mean, Jawan, your soulmate is the one you're thinking of right now. That's what his name was. That's his
No,
baby. I think that might be him when he was a baby. Let's see.
I just can't believe that someone could hurt such a
The baby
beautiful.
looked like him. That's him when he was a baby. I thought I
Oh,
saw.
yeah, it does now, right?
Yeah,
That's
just a little
so,
bit lighter skin, but it looked like him. It must have been his mom, his
yeah.
sister.
Oh, gosh.
I know, so sad.
So
But
sad.
uh there is a GoFundMe out here. They've been posting the link out in the thing. I've not
I'll
pulled
go
up
check it
her
out.
Facebook or anything like that. She does have one. I really don't want to see her
Oh,
face.
look at that beautiful baby. I
I
can't
know.
even believe it.
And
It's
he must
just,
have worked because he has a nice car and stuff. Hey, Diamond Creations. How are you? It's just very sad. Here is his GoFundMe. If anybody wants to go and donate to his funeral, I'm sure the dad is probably
is
having a
that
hard
Lady
time.
R that posted it? Because can you
Woo!
send that to my messenger, please?
I can,
I like to do anonymous
yeah.
donation. Oh, look at
Look, he
that.
got in the car just like his car.
Yeah, you can do that now. I would have done that too.
Oh, like that baby was
But we
everything.
we always have four-wheel drive, so they're not that attractive.
Yeah. Well,
But
the
the kid,
mom, they said the mom just, I know Vision Blue. They said the mom just gave him at birth, handed him over, and said she couldn't take care of him. So the dad just got him and took him, and him and
yeah.
his sister just took
I
care of
mean,
him.
some mothers don't have it, you know what I mean? And in a way, I mean, even though this is tragic what happened, he wasn't destined for this to happen. And,
Exactly.
on most of his life he was happy,
Yeah. For
So
anybody
she
that's,
did make the right decision, I feel,
yeah,
even though it ended this way.
for anybody that's just entering, this little baby, Jaxton, went to his dad's girlfriend's dorm room.
No.
Not this one. This is his um, auntie who helped raise him, who was a beauty queen. She was a beauty queen in Georgia. Her father
Odie,
and brother both in the
hold
sheriff's
on.
department, and he left the baby with her to go get pizza for around 30 minutes. When he came back, the baby was unresponsive and blood was coming from his little mouth, and they rushed him to the hospital where he had severe fractures of the brain and um, bleeding in the lungs. And they charged the girlfriend. Okay, let me show y'all a picture for those of you that's just coming in. She alleges, this is her in the middle, and this is the bed that she said that the baby fell off of. But now she has been charged with child abuse, murder, and something else. But her family is in law enforcement, and the father here reposted right here where the newspapers and the news um, was not talking about it, was not even putting it out there, because this happened in Southwest Georgia University. So, yes, the baby did pass away. They couldn't even sustain his life long enough to ship him to Atlanta. Hey, Misty Ray. So I did show. Let me see if I can find some more news broadcast about this. I wanted to read some more of his Facebook. There is a GoFundMe for the baby. Let me see if I can pull up any more about this. Beauty Queen, Trinity. Anybody that is friends with any creator, let's put this out here. Because they need justice for this baby.
Stop
And
it.
this girl has a lot of money and a lot of uh um prestige, and a lot of pull in this. So let's see if we can pull up a news thing. Hang on just a second. I'm going to give you all this. Well, darn it, what happened? Hang on, there we go. Well, thank you. Okay, let me pull this up right quick. I'll take this down and just give you all a little bit of a download of the case, the ones that's just now coming in. Here we go. Till this gets out of the way. All right. Commercials. Okay, here we go.
Well, a South Georgia pageant queen has been charged in the death of an 18-month-old boy. 18-year-old Trinity Poague is facing murder along with a number of other charges, including aggravated battery and cruelty. Officials say the baby sustained fatal injuries in a college dorm room at Georgia Southwestern State University. Poague is a freshman at the university and is reigning Miss Donaldsonville. Right now, she's being held without bond.
Okay. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to do that. So that's a little bit of an uptake of the baby. That what happened. Let's see. Always like said, wow, they are asking for 10,000 and already raised over 11. There are good people out there. Yes, that's awesome. That's awesome. She is from Donaldsonville, Georgia, attended college at Georgia Southwest in Americas. Where does he live? Americas also. My family has many connections there in that area. Wow. I'm not sure where he lives at. I can pull up his Facebook and see here. It should say where he's from. Now, I don't know if he's made his information private on here. Well, shoot. Let me pull him up. Hang on. Thought I had him up. Hang on. His name is Juan Williams. The father to this baby is. His name is Juan Williams. It says that he is from Colquitt, Georgia, and he studied an accounting business at Georgia South University. So he was also a college student as well. This is him and his sister with the baby right here. I wonder, let's look and see if she's on the friends list. Her name is Trinity. He's probably took her off of there though. Let's put in her last name because Poague. No, no friends. I don't think he has any. He must have took her off of his Facebook. Wow, poor thing. So he's a digital creator, and yeah. And as you can see, baby Jaxton is all on his Facebook, y'all. Everywhere, all over his Facebook. Hey, Innocence. I'm in Northeast Georgia. Wow. So, hey, my three sons. So, you Georgia people probably may be familiar, but as they have been saying on here, that the news broadcast and the newspaper has not been talking about this because this girl is not only a beauty pageant, she's a student at the university. This happened at the university. Hey, Nora Woods. And so um, it's kind of being hush hush. She also has family in law enforcement. And so we need to make this case go viral. It's already going viral on TikTok and Facebook, but oh, this is baby Jaxton at 2 months old. We're going to do justice for baby Jaxton. This is him. Um, so we need to. Has the bio mom come back in the picture now that her baby has passed? That I'm not sure. This just happens. I don't even think the autopsy has came back yet. I might get my sleuthy Miss White Widow baby on that to see if she can find out. Because honey, she can find things out. I love when they have their little arms up like they're sleeping. I know, I love it too. So, but she was allegedly jealous of this baby and had looked up how to get rid of a baby or something on her phone. Allegedly, they found stuff on her phone. He left this baby with her long enough to go get drinks and a pizza. They were in the dorm room. The neighbor, as you seen the interviews just a while ago, said, or the one of the girls that was in the dorm with her said that they heard the baby crying for like it seemed like an hour, and then it just abruptly stopped. So I don't know if she was being mean to him. He probably did cry. He probably didn't like being around her, knowing that she was mean to him. And so this is him 9 months old. Oh, this is him and his father, Jawan. They call him JD. Babies in the arms of Jesus with my grandbabies. Oh, Misty, I'm sorry. It's sad, y'all. And we need to bring awareness to this case for no for the reasons that this girl has family that has money and has a lot of pull due to her family being in law enforcement. Her stepmom is a nurse practitioner. She's probably going to get a good lawyer. And I don't give a shoot how much money you have. This baby needs justice. The family needs justice. Um, this father is brokenhearted. He's crushed. The auntie is brokenhearted and crushed. She probably took care of this baby while the father worked and went to school. They probably took turns taking care of this baby. This baby was ultimately, in my opinion, abandoned by his biological mother, where the father and the auntie stepped up and decided to take care of it. No, the baby was not the beauty queen's. The baby's mother gave him away at birth to his father. And his father and his auntie here, this is his auntie Ashani right here, took care of the baby. They took turns. She helped him with the baby. And I'm going to pull hers up. I'll pull her Facebook up. She's just broken. I mean, absolutely broken. And I mean, I know you want to scream. And here's the posters that she put out. And I'm going to read this, what she had to say about her little nephew. Remember your first words. You're taking your first steps. Just the joy you brung me. I'll never forget your sweet face or your little smile. You was the happiest baby ever. I'll never forget you, Jaxton Drew. You'll forever be my angel. I love you dearly, baby. Watch over Auntie. You're going to get your justice. And this is the pictures that she posted. Her name's Shantae Sari of baby Jaxton. Let's see. I think there's a video of her and him. Look how beautiful. This is her and him together. And this is the auntie. This isn't the one that did it. This is the sister to the baby's father that was helping take care of Jaxton. Yeah, the baby was she was jealous over the baby. Yeah. Not her, but the beauty queen. The alleged beauty queen, which I didn't think she was that pretty myself, but so this is her and baby Jaxton. There's baby Jaxton. Anybody that could hurt a baby has the devil himself inside of them. For you to be able to hurt a baby like that, a child, in any way, you literally are possessed with the devil himself, in my opinion. No doubt about it, you're possessed with the devil.
Absolutely. Look how beautiful that baby is.
I know.
So beautiful.
And she just let her jealousy, like, did she really think that she was going to get away with hurting him? Did she really think? Or do
I
you
think
think she
she
just
did.
went into a jealous rage?
She may be a bit of both. She probably thought, oh, my family will get me out of trouble,
Uh huh.
and a jealous rage as well. That's what I think.
You know, uh, all through my marriage to my husband, I've had my stepchildren, and I've done nothing but love them and think of them as my own. My two stepsons were 6 and 7 when I married my husband, and they literally stayed with me for weeks at a time. They were with me all the time. And now they're
Cool.
grown and their children, hangs with me. But not only that is I took care of my stepdaughter as well. And then, she knew I was good enough that I loved her enough that she trusted me with her baby. And she brought her 4-week-old baby to me and left him because she was not able to take care of him herself. And I do not blame her for that at all.
No,
And
no.
that's why I let them have the relationship together at this time. I do not try to get in the middle of it. She has his phone number. She texts him. There was a time we had to, for his own safety, we had to um, give her strict visitation. We couldn't let her just take him down the road because too many bad things were happening to him. He was coming home telling us at the age of 4 what Xanaxes was and everything. And then the camel that broke the straw was that she came home. He came home and said that he was in a park at night by himself and he fell asleep. And I was like, "Well, where was your mommy?" And he was like, "Her was in a van with a man." I said,
Oh
"Did
my
you know
God.
that man?" And he said, "No." So she left him out
Mm.
in a park at night while she was in, and I think she was,
Oh,
and that was it. Like, we can't no more. That's it. We can't. I think my husband, the last time I think that done it was, she was at her grandmother's house. She was supposed to stay there with him, and not go anywhere else and answer the phone when my husband called to check, and he no more than got down the road and she took off with Bub, and he went back because she turned the phone off, and my husband went straight back and went to her house, and her brother took him where she was at, and it was in a trailer, a broken down trailer that had trash everywhere, no electricity. My husband
mm,
literally walked in there, got my grandson, and left, and she never got to take him anywhere else after that. My husband don't play when it comes to his grandbaby. Even now,
yeah.
he's 17 years old, and yeah,
It
but
doesn't matter if my kids are like older, much older, my
mm,
first two boys, but they're
yeah,
still my babies. I say my
yeah,
babies and they hate it. They're like, I'm not a baby. I'm like, well, you're always going to be that baby to me. So,
yes, yes. We never left Bub with anyone other than family, which was Jinkies or my mom and dad. And then I did take him to daycare when I was going through nursing school. He did have daycare. We found a daycare that would, and she was a personal person that we knew that he stayed with for a while. Then after that, I just decided to keep Bub home with me, and we worked it out. He was going to school, but other than that, we kept him very safe. We didn't, if she came and seen him, it had to be at our house. She was not allowed to take him anywhere. In fact, his sister's dad would bring the little girl over too, so him and his sister could see her at our house. And I literally have camera footage of her passing out on my porch and the kids trying to wake her up. So yeah, you can't. You got to be protective. And I believe that this guy really did believe that this girl loved. I mean, I don't think he believed the baby that the girl loved the baby, but I don't think he would ever imagine that she would hurt him
absolutely. That's
like
what
that.
he probably didn't. But, if there was history, he shouldn't have taken the chance. Hi, innocent.
I
Um,
know.
I just,
Mm.
I know I'm not blaming him at all, but
I just don't
please
get
don't
it.
take chances with your kids, grandkids. Don't take those chances. Just don't.
I know.
Um,
She was young.
I
She was only 18. Parents that
They're
are
just
single
kids.
should
They're
never let
kids raising kids, so
babies.
they don't know what they're doing half the time.
I I do want to say this. When me and my husband was divorced, but we got a divorce, my husband was living with another woman. He did let the woman around my children, and I did not realize, that they were things going on in that house until after we got back together. That they were smoking marijuana, not around my kids, but that they did that. Not him, but her and her kids. Um, but I was furious. But the whole time that I was a single mother, I did date, but I never brought not one person around my two girls, not
No,
one.
me neither.
The whole time I was dating, I just made that a strict rule that I would never bring anyone around my children like that. And
You should
that's just
say.
you got to keep your baby safe. And if you
Like
got a
I wouldn't.
jealous,
I don't even trust people with my dogs. I'm
I know,
like, even when my daughter tells them like, "Shut up," yells at them, I yell at her. Like, don't speak to
I
them
know,
like that. You know. But I just,
yeah,
That baby reminds me of my little boy, you know, the one I
He
showed you
reminds me of
pictures.
Bub. He looks like Bub when Bub
He's
was a
so
baby.
cute. He's so
All I could
cute.
ever do was love that baby boy. I never felt hate or anything towards him. I've always wanted him to feel happy. And to this day, that's why I let him have a relationship with his mama because I know that he was genuinely hurt. Hey, Sue, because he hadn't seen his mom in 4 years and he was hurting. So I initiated the relationship between them. And now they kind of have a relationship, not the best, um, but they do have one. And I feel like that it's helped him tremendously.
Yeah.
Hey, Rhonda Lynn. But he's still my youngin' because even though he's not biological, the kid is so much like me. It's unreal. She even
Because
told him on
they pick up
vacation.
on you, whatever you do. They pick up your personality. It
Yeah,
happens. Yeah.
yeah. He's probably more of a well, I wouldn't say more of a Christian than me, but he's a strong Christian boy.
Yeah.
And he literally told me a couple months back that he broke up with a girl because she was into tarot card readings, crystals, and all that. And she didn't want to talk about God, and he said, "I just felt like I didn't need her in my life if she was that way." And I was like, "Okay, that's how you felt about it. Then good for you." But like he's
I
awesome.
always even check on my stepchildren all the time. My
Oh yeah,
stepdaughter called me this morning at 5 a.m. She
yeah,
knows what time it is, and she's like,
no,
I really need these shoes because I'm going to. And I'm like, okay, I'll get them. I mean, whatever they want, whatever they need, I do it. And even without telling him, because he's like, you're making them spoil. You're turning them into your kids.
yeah.
How my kids are. And I'm like, well, she wants these red bottom boots. They got the red and the like maroon colored heel.
Hmm.
And she's like, I really want them, but my mum won't get them. So I was like, well, I got them and they'll get to her house tomorrow or the next day.
Well, my stepsons especially, I'm very close to them because they stayed with me all the time. Like I was only 21 when I married my husband, and I had those boys before I had my kids. In fact, the day I found out I was pregnant, I had the boys with me, and so, with both times. So they're
Yeah.
very close, and one of them has got a child now, and he is adopted. Um, Amanda's little girl, and both those children are our whole world right now. Like them little girls are everything to us. And so
Her little girl was gorgeous. Amanda's little girl's
oh,
beautiful.
she's mini her, but
She's so cute.
she is. But my stepson and his family and his wife's family has stepped in and really done a great job with her and took care of her and loved her. And they have children. They have a child too, and she's the center of the whole family's attention. They're just beautiful. I could
Mm,
never ever imagine someone being jealous. I know this girl was a teenager, but even when I was a teenager, like I was just 21 when I married my husband, I could never imagine hurting a precious little baby like this. I mean,
nice.
she would have had to been an evil, evil little chico. She's an evil chick to and what she did to this baby probably was way worse than just throwing him. The injuries for him to have multiple skull
She done it.
fractures,
Yeah.
she done we probably would not want to see what she did to this baby.
I wouldn't want to see. I
Mm.
mean, I don't know if anyone's ever watched the Netflix special called Gabriel Hernandez story, the case of Gabriel. I mean, that little boy, that story, oh, that was heartbreaking. And they played, then they told us everything and even showed him on his like ICU bed the injuries. And they said that he slipped and yeah, I don't know if
There's
anyone's
no
ever
way.
seen it.
No
There's
way.
no way. He was like had BB gun pellets in him and everything.
Oh my goodness.
I know, Daisy, I was going to
Believe
send it to you, but just watch it in little bits because there's like 8 episodes and right up to the court case when the actual real
believe
father. It's just, this little baby reminds me of Gabrielle's face. That's why
yeah.
I'm thinking of Gabrielle. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It
Well,
was
I
one of the most heartbreaking things. If you haven't seen that, Daisy, you really need to see it. I mean, I pray for that baby every night. I've got a picture of him up in my bedroom because that's how much it
who
affected
could hurt
me.
a baby? Like who could do that?
I mean, he was 9, I think, and he'd been going through it for nearly 2 years.
Now
Yeah, it
I
was on Netflix. I think it's still on that Netflix now. Um, I go to the tree and I put little bears there and stuff, but this little baby reminds me of
me too, miss.
Gabrielle's little face.
My three sons says I was a helicopter mom until mine left home. I admit
Me
it, but
too.
they have flown from the nest now. Me too. We're both. All of us are helicopter moms. I
Well, I
let my
might have.
daughter
I've got
stay the
two
night a
left.
couple times. Huh?
I got two left to go.
Bub don't stay all night with nobody. If they gonna stay all night, he stays on. They stay all night here, and I better make sure there's plenty of food because one night them boys sit up and eat us out of house.
Oh my
And
gosh. So does my
I
oldest son.
never
My
realized how much
youngest
boys eat.
will eat everything in the house,
Yeah,
everything in one day. He'll do it.
yeah. Well, I let them stay all night here because I know they get into mischief, and we can kind of keep control of them. But as far as Bub going and staying all night at 17, well, he'll be 17 in a couple months. No, we're probably
I
more time
know. I
nipped on
mean,
him.
17 is not an adult, so you've got
No,
a
he's
5
still
kid.
a child, and
And
we're
you've
very
got
tight rope
Odie.
on him.
Yeah,
We
I
keep a
know.
tight rope, like his papa. Like we have, if all of his attendance and everything on an app, so we can monitor him at school and
Yeah,
everything.
I
So,
did that.
and
If
they
my
need
son
that.
was off school, they sent me a message saying he's not at school.
Children want and need guidance. They want that. They
They do.
need that. Even though they don't like it, they need it. They need you to be guiding them at that age because they're so out there. And I know my parents couldn't control me at that age. They let me go. Like I was a wild child at 16 years old. And I moved in with an abusive guy at 17 years old that I had dated a whole
Odie.
year, and he wasn't abusive until I moved with him. So, uh,
Odie.
it sounds like Miley. Um, but I was 17 years old, and hey, Abigail Rose, hey, honey, I was 17 years old, and I had no clue what I was doing, and I wish that my parents would have tried a little harder with me instead of just letting me run wild. Which I got my oats out, but I made a lot of mistakes in the meantime. But, I didn't have a whole, there was a lot, not a good home life anyway with my parents. But long story short, protect your babies no matter what age they are. Even when they're 18, they're not fully developed into their mind until they're 21 years old. So keep them safe. Dee Dee said she was married at 16. Biggest mistake I ever made. See, 16 is so young. And nowadays, 25 is young for getting married. I mean, I say live your life first, then think about relationships. I can't wrap my brain around being jealous of a baby. Me neither. Look how precious he was. Unless he was jealous that the daddy loved this baby more than her, but still, I couldn't. I wouldn't want a man if a man didn't put his children before a woman. I would be like, no, because that's, no. And so, yeah, your children come first no matter who. And I wouldn't expect, if I was in a relationship with somebody, to not put their children first. Because babies, that he reminds me of Bub. Bub was about as brown. In fact, I got a picture of Bub almost exactly like this. when he was a baby. Hang on, I got somebody just sent me a message. I don't know who that is. But there is a picture that I have of Bub that looks almost exactly like this baby sleeping. Of Bub sleeping in
I don't know. I think that's the classic photo that most of us take. It's weird, right?
of the babies because we just think they're so precious back there asleep.
I know. We just like I think all of my friends and everybody that I know babies has that picture. It's weird.
Yeah, it's just because it's just a precious part of sleep. I've actually got a picture of my 12-year-old now, but she was a baby on the couch asleep, and I just felt like she looked like a little angel. So I took this picture.
Can you stop it?
And she's my baby to this day.
Oh,
She might
I'm
be 20,
mute.
but she's still my baby. And they never stop being your baby. And I couldn't imagine what this poor father and his sister is going through because I know how close I was to my sister's baby. My sister got married at 16, or she got pregnant at 16, and she had my nephew who was like, he's like 41 or 42 right now. But I was like 9 or 10 years old, and he was my whole world. And he still is like my child to this day, even though he's in his 40s. I couldn't imagine something happening to him. It'd just be if somebody would have hurt him. Oh my gosh! Because I remember sitting up at night and just watching him sleep because we all slept in the same bed where we were kids, and I just would watch him sleep at night because I was afraid something would happen to him. Have you ever done that,
Yes.
Nani?
Yes.
I do that a lot. Look,
My oh gosh, can you just stop?
I pray from the morning
He just will not be quiet
over my
at
family.
all. Stop it.
Very sad. Very, very sad.
He's tormenting Bolt so bad. He's right in his face, barking at him.
Mm,
So
that's good. So this is
anyway.
Ashanti. She's beautiful.
Oh, that's so
She's a
sad.
beautiful woman.
Who's that? Is that the mom or the? Oh, that's the
That is
auntie.
the aunt. That is the aunt that helped raise him. My daughter's birthday is today. She's 36, the same age I lost her brother and became a nana to her daughter. Happy birthday to your daughter. Happy birthday.
Birthday.
Oh,
Is that Abigail? I love Abigail.
happy
She's so
birthday,
sweet.
Abigail. What's her name? Happy birthday to Abigail's daughter. Abigail, I did put that live stream on Daisy's Farm in members only over there. If you want to go watch it, it is in members only from last night. Happy birthday to your daughter, Abigail Rose. Happy birthday. Hey, Blank Screen, how are you? Hope everyone is doing well. I'm late as usual. You're fine. Come on in. Let's see. I kept my babies in my room in their crib until older to go in their own room. I was scared to leave them alone. Me too. I put my babies in the bed. Her name is Allison Rachel. Happy birthday, Allison Rachel. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Allison Rachel. Happy 36. She's youngin'. Um, but I would put
Is
my
it
baby
Rochelle or Rachel? Rachel.
Allison Rachel.
Yeah.
I would put my
Sit
baby. I had
down.
a toddler bed in my room and a crib because I would put
Can
my
you sit
toddler.
down?
I would put my little girl, my toddler girl, in the bed, in her bed, at the end of our bed, and then I would put the baby in the crib with us. Both children slept in our room with the door locked. That's how bad I was. The door was
I
locked.
used
Children,
to have it so I could stick my hand in the like I'd have it
yeah,
so close to my bed I could stick my
hmm
hand through the cot and
yeah.
touch. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would wake up over anything. And then when they got old enough to go into their own rooms, I slept in the living room by the door. So if anybody come in that door, they would have had to go through me first. Like I've always done that, and I am a
I
prayer
slept
now.
in my my kids till they were like, I think my daughter was 12. So I went out and bought her all this new bed and,
Uh-huh.
done up their room for the first time. And
Yeah.
I was like, come and sleep with mum. And they're like, no, I don't want to. I was like, why did I do that? I wanted them to come back. And they're like, no, we're done with your snoring. You're talking in your sleep. Because I talk in my sleep a lot.
Yeah.
Can you
Well,
two just quit it?
I remember the night before I went to have my hysterectomy and find out if I had ovarian cancer. I remember just sitting beside of my baby's bed and crying. And they're like, Mom, leave me alone. I was just
Yeah.
afraid that I was going to die that day, and I'd come pretty close to it. But um, thank God
Yeah.
my brother was there during that time. He stood by my side and helped me take care of the kids. And oh, even Bub, my kids love my brother. Even Bub loves my brother. If we go to Harlan and we're to stay all night anywhere, he wants to stay with my brother. Because my brother's so full of shit, they think he's the best thing ever.
Because he
But
tells cool stories. They love it.
oh, he lies about everything.
Well,
I love him
kids
because he's
like
full of poop soup, pretty much. He calls me and Evelyn Jabba the Hutts.
really.
He
Jabba
does. He calls us the Bopsy twins. He's big as we are, and he.
Yeah.
That's just the type of person he is. You think me and Evelyn's funny? You ain't seen nothing till you met our brother. He don't meet. He don't meet a stranger. He really
Click
don't.
that about what is it? Section and show these people his birthday.
Click
Uh,
about section and
Lady R said, can you click on the thing about his birthday, the baby?
the baby's birthday
Yeah.
about section. Okay, let me see. Okay, no relationship. I'm not saying nothing about the baby's birthday.
Click about the about section
I
where it
did.
says about.
This is it. This
It.
is it. Yeah, it
No,
doesn't have it.
Jawan's. Yeah, that is
This is Joanne's. Yeah,
Jawan.
this is Joanne's
And
birthday.
hold on. So it doesn't, when you go to about, it doesn't show his birthday.
No, just says
What
it's
does
high
it say?
school and no relationship shown.
Basic info. Basic info.
Yeah, it doesn't show it.
What about going to the photos and seeing a birthday picture? Go into the photos and it should have a folder to
A
do with his
birth.
birthday.
Let me
Yeah,
see.
photos
Let's
of
go
his
to
birthday.
albums. Me. Profile pictures, cover pictures. Just has these. He looks like his baby though. He
Oh,
does have like pictures of the baby when he was little, little.
that doesn't look like the baby. That looks like him as a baby.
That's him as a baby. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
him.
that's him. Yeah.
The baby looks like him, but he's darker skinned than the baby. So the baby might, his mom, I think, is Puerto
He's not
Rican.
real dark, is he? Like he's not.
Well, his mom, I think, was either Mexican or Puerto Rican because she has a Hispanic name. The baby's
Yeah,
biological mom. I've not
yeah.
looked her up or anything
Well,
like
that's
that.
what my son is. Like he's got black Puerto Rican.
Let me look through the photos. This is a 2 month photo of him. Look at him.
I done my Barbie makeup for my neighbor today. She was so excited. She
This
was
is a
like,
one
I
month.
like brown hair. Barbie's the best. I was like, yeah.
Look at that. So he looked like his daddy.
Is there a photo? Oh,
Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Hang on. Hang on.
so
Hang on.
cute.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Look at this baby. Robin is. She just showed you. Daisy. Daisy.
What
Oh
happened?
my God.
She wants
You
a link.
just you just showed. Yeah, doesn't
I
matter.
just
I'll
showed
tell
what?
you later. It just said who you're on the phone to.
Oh, it's okay. She wants a
I
link.
like on the screen.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Uh, okay.
Um,
Well, they've already doxed her a million times. I'm sure she doesn't care.
I don't think it
They've
has her
doxed
name
me. I
on it.
don't
Did
care
it?
either.
Did it have her
Huh?
name on it? It didn't have
Yeah,
her
it
name
did.
on it.
Yeah, it did.
Look, that's her his sister. That baby looked just. Oh my lord, that's him. Or is that her? That's her. That baby looks just like her.
Where's the mama? Oh, there's the mum.
No, that's not the
Is it-
mama. This is the sister, his sister.
Oh, okay.
The baby looks a lot like his sister. No, I don't know who his mom is. It doesn't look like there's any newborn baby pictures. And I know that she gave the baby to him when it was little. I just don't know when. I put the link
I
out,
know.
Lady R. Lady R, I
Can
put
you
the
two
link out.
quit or I'm going to sell you on the corner? I'm going to sell you. Sit down. Oh my goodness. They don't stop.
funny.
They just go, go, go.
So that's the sister. I've not looked up the mother yet of the little baby. Lady R,
I
did
think
you
they
want
got
to come
high
up?
on the they got
Lady
high
R?
on the blueberries and
There she is.
blackberries today.
There she
These
is.
dogs are going nuts. Sit
Hey.
down. Sit down. Mommy says sit. Sit. Hey,
Are you there, Lady R?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
all right,
Okay,
I'm
listen.
mute.
Listen, go to his about section. I'm talking about the father. Go to the about section and click on the left side. You'll see basic information. Click it. It's a whole section in itself. Yep, click about, scroll down a little bit, and then click basic information.
Where's basic information at? Oh, basic info.
There you
Okay.
go. Bye.
What is okay? So Daddy's birthday was in '95. So he's my daughter's age. July. Thank you. So his birthday is July 10th. So he's like 28 years old. 1995. Wow. Uh, I didn't even see that. I didn't. Thank you, Lady R, for showing me that. So he's 28 years old. He's a young guy, man. His heart is broke. You know that his heart's broken. Poor thing. How do you get over losing a baby? I mean, he's been out here since.
I don't think he's going to get over it anytime
Uh,
soon.
no,
It's sad. It's very sad.
it is very sad.
Can you
Justice
two
for this
just quit
baby.
it?
Let me see if I can find the GoFundMe for the baby.
I think Lady R dropped it in the
Oh, she
chat.
dropped the links for him.
She did, yeah.
Yeah.
But I asked her to send it to me in Messenger because I want to do an anonymous.
I do want to say if y'all have not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, that like button. That helps my channel to grow, helps me to bring more content. I do want you all to encourage other creators on these YouTube streets to talk about this story and give this little precious baby some justice. Because I do feel like this girl has got a lot of money behind her, um, and I hate to say it, but y'all know it's true. She's a white girl, and you know how that goes. I'm not saying that to be mean or anything, but sometimes
It's
that does
it's the
happen.
cold hard facts, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, yeah.
And she's also got a lot of family in law enforcement, and just get this baby some justice. I think if we raise hell on the YouTube streets, on the social media sites, that will push law enforcement into getting a harder punishment towards her and keep from any dirty crap going on behind the scenes. We all know the good old boy system. We've seen it many, many
Yeah.
times. And
Yeah.
so where she lives, she's a minority. Exactly. I mean, I'm not trying to say we just know what we know, you guys. And there's
Yeah.
a
If you
reason
know,
why.
you know. If you know,
Yeah.
you know. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, she is a pageant queen. Her
She
mother,
is the minority, but still, you know what
yeah,
I mean? There's still that
her
racism in the South.
well, and the not only that is that her father and brother are alleged in the law enforcement as well.
Yeah.
And this happened in a big university in a college dorm. So I'm not saying they're going to sweep it under the rug, but I think it's awful fishy that the news outlets there and the newspaper did not post it at all when this is a huge
Mhm.
thing. So
Yeah.
us as outraged YouTubers and social media, we can keep the heat on them.
I'm going to
And that's what
definitely put it on
we need to
my
do.
both channels today.
Yes,
Yeah, I
justice
will.
for this precious
I'm just going to
little
share this one
baby
and
doll.
put yours on there.
And I will continue to cover his case as well.
Oh, look, he does look Hispanic, like he's got
He
a
looks like
mix
he's
in
got
him.
some Hispanic in him, and his mother
Definitely.
actually has his biological mom as a Hispanic name, so I do believe she is Hispanic.
Oh, it looks like
Oh,
that, definitely.
yeah.
But even I could even say Central American or Mexican.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
don't think
Which
Puerto
he
Rican.
favors JD's sister. She's light skinned like that too, so
Mhm.
but I'm going to
But
continue.
In Puerto Rican, black people are very quite dark. Well, you've seen my son.
Yeah, well, you seen
He's
Bub.
really dark, dark.
My
But
stepdaughter is
the
white as
girls throw themselves at him down here.
Bub
You
is
have
dark.
no idea. They love my son everywhere he goes.
Mhm.
I mean,
Bub's
they're
the
like,
same way.
yeah,
So
he's gorgeous, Bob. He's
yeah, he
gorgeous.
looks like Bub. He looks like Bub at that age.
He
Like I wish
actually
I could show
does. He does in that
pictures
photo in
of Bubby.
particular, right?
Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah,
imagine.
he does. He
I
looks
would give
exactly like
anything if
yours.
Bubby was this little again.
I want him. I know.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I've
used
got
to
my
watch him.
neighbor next door, and
Mm,
Miriam. I mean, I just love. I mean, I'm still in this house because she started
mhm,
crying when I said I was moving,
mhm,
and I was like, I'm not leaving her. She was
mm-mm.
crying so much about the dogs, and I'm like, well, I'm not leaving her. But now
No.
I'm stuck in this house with,
Bub said,
you
when
know,
I get 18, I'm leaving. I said, no, you ain't. No, you
well,
ain't.
my son
You're not
says
leaving
that
me
too.
and
My
Papa.
son always says, I'm leaving when he goes, when I'm like 19, I'm leaving. I
Uh,
said, yeah. And then when you're 19, you'll say 20,
yeah,
21,
yeah.
and you'll probably
He's got it.
leave around the 28, 30 mark.
Yeah. Well, he's got it made here, and he's got like this whole entire living room is his bedroom. Like he's got a huge bedroom, man cave upstairs,
Yeah.
and he's got everything he wants. So there's really no reason for him to
Mhm.
leave. He just wants to be independent, but he'll find out soon enough that money goes fast. So,
Yeah, my
and I think he's
son's
finding
about
that
to
out
start
now.
back at school. And I'm like, wait till you see how much life is when you're no longer at school and getting everything, you know, handed to you, done for you.
Oh
Now
yeah,
you have to do it for yourself.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go ahead and end this live on this. I want to come back and do another live. It is more of a religious live. I want to
Hmm.
go over that and do one here in a little while. I'm gonna take a little break and then come back. I do want to end this one on the note that this precious baby's face needs to be out here. We need to bring light to this case. So the good old boy
I'm
system,
going to go straight and post it after this.
huh?
I'm going to post it after this.
Yeah, share, post. Encourage other YouTubers to do it.
Stop
I
it.
hope Ikmel gets a hold of this as well, because we don't need to let this baby go without
I'm not
justice.
talking to you meanies about religion. You can talk to me about religion. She knows that
Well,
I
actually, I'm
get
going to go
it.
live about generational curses on my next live. I feel like the
Oh,
Lord
no.
wants me to do it, so I will be doing that on my next live. But if you all don't agree, I mean, I understand. But
Yeah, I don't know. I might be there.
we're gonna go over Derek Prince generational curses and witchcraft on my next live. So yes, I feel like the
So
Lord wants me
noisy.
to address this in the times that we're in right now. So I will be going live on this. But you all, please keep this little baby's face out here. Share it on your social media sites. Encourage other creators to grab a hold of this case and
Yeah.
justice for this little baby. I will be back in a little while, and we will be doing a
Mhm.
live stream over controversy, about the truth. I feel like it's the truth, and
Yeah.
we need to bring awareness. And so, but yeah, please keep this family in your prayers, you all.
Can you
Please,
stop?
please. And so,
Okay. All right. Well, I will be back later. Okay.
okay, thank you for coming up with me, Yanni.
No
I
problem.
don't you be
Okay.
getting
Love
in
you,
no
bye.
mischievousness neither.
I'm gonna be mischievous now.
Me
Yeah.
too. I did last night, and I loved it.
Did you love it? It's
I
fun.
did.
It's fun. Yeah.
So fun.
Nice trick, that one.
We can't reveal our secrets.
Don't reveal that secret. Yeah, don't.
No.
Okay, I'll talk to you soon.
Okay,
Bye.
I love you.
I love you too. Bye.
Bye. If you all have not subscribed to my channel, please hit that like button, that subscribe button. That helps my channel to grow. Please share this live stream, share it on social media, share anything you can about this case on social media. If you can, this baby is very important. And yeah, I mean, pray for this family, pray for this baby getting justice. God bless you all. I'll see you in a little while. Stay safe now.
Say I'm good, honey, but I'm just getting started. Got my eyes on the target. No, no. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. They say I'm dangerous 'cause I broke all their cages. No, I won't sit and take it. No, no. They left me for dead, I guess I'll never learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty.